Alright, we are back where I wanna hug that gator. Day 4. Let's get started. As I sit on the benches to school, my foot comes up to prod at the tender spot on my skin. I also learned not to borrow Olivia's stuff without asking. She usually tries to keep to herself even when we're partnered up, but I do my best to play nice. Not to say she's being rude or anything, just quiet. More and more, I kind of figured that part of her silence was just nervous. Accepting that silence facade, I think we found some small understanding between us. Enough that I think she's starting to see me as a friend now. Among other things, Damien and Liz have given me their numbers. Rather, Damien gave me both his and Liz's number. At first I thought that Liz would be mad that Damien had basically doxed her, but she didn't seem to mind when he explained his reason. I also got Ben's number since he figured we'll be doing a lot more team progress in photograph class. My eyes roll over the past messages from my new friends. I became so engrossed in rereading them that I nearly missed the announcement of my stop. I scramble to get off the metro and closing doors just catch my jacket and forces me to yank it out before I'm dragged down the tracks. Not going to let that bring my mood down though. It's Friday. It is Saturday. Meaning after today comes the weekend. It's a quick walk from the station, and I can see the school enter my field of view now. The school looks completely barren. Is it closed? Weird. I look around at some of the small stores that surround the school, that ones that are usually staffed by student workers. They're also empty. One of them has a light on, but it just looks like the manager looking over some paperwork inside. I don't recall an announcement about a holiday today, and while I admit to have forgotten what day it was in the past, I'm absolutely certain it's Friday. So where is everybody? Even the entry to the school is barren. The door probably wouldn't even open. Yep. Hello. Dance a bit in front of the camera watching the doors. It does not respond. You know what? Damien would know what's going on. I flipped through my contacts to find Damien's number. I put the phone to my ear, praying that he picks up. After a minute or so waiting, the dial tone cuts off and is replaced with Damien's voice. Yo, what's up, Nico? Hey, Damien. I'm at school right now and it looks like no one's here. Know what that's about? What do you? There's a brief pause on the other end of the line. Oh, didn't you hear? Hear what? Today is the last warm day of the season, so everyone's celebrating. Celebrating? Yeah, we actually have a cookout at my place today. Say, you wanna come over? The generous but spontaneous offer caused me to hesitate for a moment to respond. Thanks for the offer, Damon, but it's alright. I wouldn't want to intrude on you guys' party. What? It's no big deal at all, dude. My folks enjoy the company, and there's going to be plenty of food too. Plus, Olivia's here as well. I weighed my opinion to either go to the party or I could just take the metro back home and sit in the room doing nothing. Inky, you still there, buddy? Yeah, I'm still there. Was just clearing my thoughts. You sure it wouldn't be an issue? Of course not, amigo. A friend of mine's a friend of the family's. Well, alright then. Nice. I'll text you. Yeah, I'll text you the address. See you soon, comrade. But that the call ends, and not a few seconds later, I get a text notification. man is typing. Alright. I think about that typing as fast. Go the long way around. The neighbors didn't chain his dog. I copy paste the address to my Google map and looks like Damien lives pretty close to school. Yeah, we established that they live pretty close. That's why Damien goes here. He literally said that. Did you just write how close he is? Of course, it's a little longer taking Damien's instructions, but I'm not about to try outrunning a loose dog with my physique. Better make my way over then. Dang, we're about to meet the family. This is escalating quickly. 6118. And here is 61193. The house looks standard for a home in this neck of the woods or neighborhood. It's the one-story place, but it looks pretty spacious. Definitely a family house. I'll walk up to the stone step path in front of the door and ring the doorbell. The grocery bag wrapped around my fingers is starting to cheap a bit. I could have just came right away, but it felt bad coming out different, so I bought something for the party. A simple salad bowl from one of the local stores on the way over. It doesn't seem like much, but as my mom told me, it's courteous to come to a party with something. I realized how ill-prepared I look for an end of a similar celebration. With Damien mentioning the pool, everyone else was to either be wearing casual clothes or swimwear. Meanwhile, here I'm looking overly familiar. Not like I could have thought of bringing a swim trunk to school. The door swings open and out steps Damien. Ingo! Oh man, you crazy early. And you came bearing gifts. Yep, here I am. Didn't want to come empty-handed, so I stopped by the store and got some salad. You didn't have to, dude. Seriously though, you really didn't have to. My family and I are carnivores, but thanks. Still, it's like, not even technically. You didn't give me time, so nah, that's my bad. Still, since you're here, come on in. Don't actually silly. Damien just accepts the grocery bags and chucks it off to the side somewhere. Come on, everyone, I'll back right now. He turns back, makes for a sliding door outside the house. Following after, I barely have time to take in what I think is the living room and dining room. I'm gonna take in that living room and dining room. One of these felt like a game mode. There's a number of toys strewn about, foam dart guns and loose game controllers. Yes, I knew it! Damien opens the glass door and gives me a small push out of the house. Hey everyone, we got a guest. Stepping out of the portable deck, I'm surprised to see a pool in the yard. To the left of me is what looks to be an older, heavier, set version of Damien. Well, howdy there. Hello, sir. I'm Ego. He shifts the barbecue tongue from his right hand to his left so that I can shake my hand. Randy Payne. You can just call me Randy though. I hide the grimace as we shake hands. Feeling that I'm guessing is a very sticky marinade now clinging to my palm. Didn't think someone would come this early. I just finished getting the good stuff sauced up. Clearly. As soon as he let go, he focuses back on the pile of different meats heaped up next to the grill. Meanwhile, I grabbed some nearby napkins to wipe the sauce off my hands. Oh, what's on the menu? Let's see here. We got briskets, flanks, rib, sirloin, tenderloins, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, frowns and stinks and chinks. That's a lot of gum. All marinated in my special sauce. Wet rub it and dry rub soup. Oh wow, that's a lot of sauce for me. The same as Sophie was doing missing shifts. If you're interested, I'll let you lend a hand too. If you misuse, don't rope you into carrying too much on. Your sounds fun, I've never actually looked before. It's not too tough, you'll see. Now that I'm here, I can finally ask Damon the question that's been on my mind. Hey Damon, so I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is the celebration anyways? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet. You see before Damien can properly expand, a motherly voice cuts him off. Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At the moment of a younger sibling, a tiny Damien clone jumped over the deck railing in. Yeah, I can see what he says. I can feel that jungle clone vibe. Acid punch. And just a critical damage. He was not ready. Oh god, why? Why? Vinny. Look bro, just like from the Power Raptors, I told you I could do it. I'm so sorry, Ingo. Vincent, this is why I don't want you watching those violent shows. The younger Dino isn't listening, he's already run off to find a new victim. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Was that really acid? No. But here, you should wipe that off. Now. I take the towel handed to me and wipe off the sludge on my pants from where Vincent had punched. Dilophosaurus spit only gets more excited after they reach puberty. I begin to rub away the spittles from my pants with a bit more urgency. Thankfully, he's more than his mother, otherwise you would need a new pair of pants. Wait, is that actually a thing? Randy laughs. So you must be Damien's new friend from school. Indeed I am. Indeed. Damien's mom head pops up to the side of the deck with a tired smile. Hello ma'am, thank you for having me. Oh, I didn't notice we'd have guests so soon. I would have cleaned up more. You can just call me Sophia. Dear. Speaking of school, Damien told me that you were there. Why would you be going there on today of all days? Honestly, I didn't even realize today is a holiday. Usually I'll mark them on my calendar, but I must have flown over my head. No worries then. It's mainly us dinos who celebrate it. Yeah, Damien told me a bit more about it, but I'm not sure I fully understand. In that case, I'll be more than glad to cue you in. It's called Summer's End, as today marks the last warm day of the season. After this, fall and winter start rolling in. Interesting. Well, that probably makes sense. You sound stupid for asking, but how come you celebrate it? To put it simply, the cold might be manageable for warm bloods, but for us reptiles, it's a no-no. So we spend the last day soaking in the sun, enjoying the warm weather before it starts getting chilly. Well, that makes sense. Next thing you know, everyone's wearing extra layers and putting up the heat lamps. Though it apparently used to be ice age level of frigid back in my granddad's age, so I guess we're considering ourselves lucky. Otherwise, we would be nothing but a couple popsicles with our tails for sticks. The patriarchy lets out a laugh that's infectious as his son. He wipes a tear from his eye and he goes back to flipping the meat on the grill. Anywho, we're gonna start cooking up the food, so make yourself comfortable. Thank you, sir. I mean, Randy. Damien's dad attends the grill. I moved to the finished or overlooked from the pool. It's filled with a couple aquatic toys, air-filled floaties. Man, wish my place had a pool. Well, I do have extra jeans at home. Ruining one pair wouldn't be a huge issue. Now, second thought, it'd be real annoying to deal with drying off and going home. I wonder how. He just gets me. What the hell are you doing here? I wasn't invited. Focus on her face, not her other things. What the heck are you doing here? I live here, moron. Crap, right? Damien even told me on the way. Anyways, not really. Why are you here? Nobody was at school when I got there. Yeah, I checked the doors and everything. They announced the holiday yesterday at home of Damien here. That's what Liz said over the PA yesterday? I thought that was the school's anthem or something. No wonder everyone was staring as I saluted. Must have not been paying attention. Oh yeah, I asked Damien what's up. He said that there's some event going on. He invited me. Obvious sinks a bit into the water. Actually, it's a big question, but are you really okay to swim? There's that glare again. Of course, why wouldn't I be? Well, you know. Thankfully, she gets what I'm saying. Sorry. He simply rolls her eyes. I like it in the water. I kinda wish I knew about this earlier. I would have brought my trunks. Ew, no. I'm not sharing my pool with you. Why not? Instead of irritating me verbally, Olivia Tell whips up some water at me like a large wave. Yo, Inka, come check this out. Olivia takes this opportunity to sink back into the water. I think she's doing a weird version of the dead man floating. But whatever. What's Damien yelling about? Yo, Damien. But first, my little bro has something to say to you. Sorry for giving you an acid fun, Dinky. Looks like he told his younger sibling about my nickname too. It's alright. Vinny. She literally said his name, my guy. Vinny extends his hand for a handshake, though it's obstructed by his sleeves. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some fold ones, but also some from the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not really heavy at all. After the chairs, we do the tables together. Mom be pissed if that got dropped. Why? It's the only one we got. And after everything is set, we can play something fun. Okay, little man? Vincent grins and bolts towards the house. Damon chuckles and we both follow after the kid. The table dropped a few inches. We were able to lift it with a hard crash back onto the tile. I'd be worried about the cracks, but the floor already pretty shattered around here from the years. The table must actually be their gold storage. It's just painted to look like wood. That's the only explanation. We catch our breath and give our strained muscles a moment to relax. Why can't Linda help us? She's super strong. Olivia enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin her time. Her chair thing has wheels. We could use that. I think it might be a bit small. No fear. She's gonna go to her room soon. Why can't she help? Come on, not in front of any guests, eh? Sure though. I don't know that, come on. Damien mini-me pouts. I think I got a better grip on the table now. Let's try one more time. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2... Wait. Huh? What's up? Oh, Mom must have been talking about the plastic table in the garage, not the dining room table. You're right. What? Guess we gotta haul this thing back into the dining room, fellas. Great. After getting that suspiciously heavy table back inside, Damon and I carried a much lighter plastic one out the door. As I catch my breath, I noticed the younger dinosaur is gone. Maybe he ran off to do something else. Either way, I guess now is the time to ask. Hey, Damon. Yeah? What was that about Olivia going to her room? Sorry, an awkward silence fills the air for a few moments. It's just, she doesn't really stick around for family events like this is all. Regular introvert stuff, no big deal. And your friends are okay with that? Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person. Right. He usually makes appearance for food though. Hey, speaking of food, you wanna check on the grill? Why? There's no way the food is done by now. I know, it's just the smell. Right then. Sweet, let's go. As we make our way over where Damien's dad is managing the grill, I catch a whiff of the spices and the marinades applied to all the meats. The fear accompanies him, helping him to place the meat on the grill. How is it coming along, Pops? You making any how I like 'em? You know it, son. Have a look for yourself. He steps aside to let us gaze at the diversity of barbecue set to our flames. The smell of it cooking, the symphonic, sizzling sound has my mouth watering in seconds. Good, right? I'd say. Randy uses a pair of tongs to grab a piece of steak that looks halfway cooked. The secret is that you gotta let the babies have some time to get scared on each side. That way you really hone in the flames. Bits. Oops. There's about a silence between everyone as we all stare down the piece of meat on the floor. It's not too ruined. Hey Olivia, you want it? Her pair of eyes appear over the edge of the pool. Sure, tossed it in. What's this now? Randy proceeds to chunk a steak right into the water as one would do the chum to attract fish. Jeez. Anywho, since you're our first guest, you get the honor of getting to choose. Pick. Which one do you want? I don't want pulled or anything. Nonsense. Besides, better to get in your pick now before the other guests arrive later. Yeah, think of it as payback for all the sodas and chips you've been getting us. Come again? Well, I guess a burger is more convenient. I don't get to attend family barbecue every day. That's the choicing, girl. Want it rare, medium rare, or well done? Hey, Inko, go for the rare. Yeah, licks his lips as he says that. Rare? What the? Oh, carnivore, right. I'm pretty sure a raw burger would kill me. I'll take my burger well done. Yeah, I'm sure you would want ketchup with it too, huh? Come on, Damien. One well done burger covered right up. Yeah, not gonna take any chances. Just saying, you're missing out, amigo. I'm pretty sure your mother was just messing with him. We'll never serve you that sort of thing too, I guess. There's no way we could afford to see it. Mr. Randy lets out a hearty gruff as he lefts the burger on his grill. It's alright, son, though it may not look like it. Valakanora has its share of things. From what I know, you guys can't eat anything about anything besides raw meat. I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Must be nice to be able to grab whatever is on sale at the market. meat prices these days are getting pretty crazy indeed. I've seen some of the synthetic meat around. It might be cheaper. Why not try it? Then they all gave me that evil grin. You're not smiling at all. That was an insult. The grill even saying nothing, bro. Sorry. There's one taboo I stumbled into at first. Noted. Better change the subject before things get more awkward. So, hey, Damien. I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is this summer end celebration anyways? It's been explained to you. Damn, how that to your. It's the last warm day of the year, or whatever. Yeah, I got that part, but why is it a holiday? That. Actually, I don't really remember either. Guess I should have been paying more attention at school. It's a bit concerning he doesn't know this much about his home culture he's currently celebrating. Actually, it probably doesn't even need a reason. Why would you? It's just the last warm day of the year. Any excuse for a get-together is fine in my book. The kid flumps down hard on the grass in ways only a child can without shattering something. And we don't gotta go to school. It's nice and warm. We get to eat real good. I think those Materans had the right idea. Vinny. Mayans, yeah. Hey, Inko. Wait, yo. That escalated. Alright, it's about ready. It's about time the guests showed up too, isn't it? They'll be here any minute. Oh, Olivia. Across the yard, Olivia contently drifted to the middle of the pool. Though a look came across her face upon hearing Damien's mom, and she began paddling towards the racetrack. Are you going in soon? Yeah. Are you sure you don't want to wait until the other guests get here? Yeah, wait until the food's ready so we all can eat together. I'd rather not. I just have a lot of art stuff I have to do, sorry. Damien's little brother steps out from the small deck. But you said we'll play something today. She tries to back her uncertain tone up with a smirky smile. Maybe later, Vinny. Oh. Have fun. She lifts herself out of the pools and kneels atop her chair. I'm confused on how her legs work, but my best guess is that perhaps they only do above the knee. Turning around, her hands carefully set her foot down on the chair's foreset. Fully settled into the chair, Eleanor pulls herself to the sliding door of the house. Think the table is just about set. Now we really are waiting for other guests. Damien, has your friend texted you yet? Yeah, Liz said she'd be here about now. Oh, it's Liz, nice. She's bringing her uncle too. Aw, snap, that's nice. I'll bust out the broskies then. In fact, Damien shields his eyes and looks upwards behind him. I turn too, but at this angle I can't see anything. Yeah, they're in the front yard. I'll go get them. Damien rushes through the back door into the house. A moment later he emerges again, as if to show off the new guests. Liz, come on, don't make it weird. Hi everyone. Oh, Inko, you're here? Yeah. I got roped in. Neat. Oh, come on, Uncle Mike, through here. Hey, now I'm not that old. Hey, he's wearing the gold chain. Whoa, did not see this distance coming. A gold figure lumbers through the doorway. That is not what I told him to get. Hey, Richard, Michael, Randy, how's it been? The two pat each other's backs and give a firm handshake. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? What's up with the ridiculous getup? Is it murder grass? No, nothing like that. I just been trying to relate a bit to the younger generation today. It seems we're just too different these days and all. Come on, leave that stuff to the kids. Then he sees me. Mr. Ferris, you know him? Yeah, we've met. He takes the same train as me. He's been helping me out. He recommended I try this chain. Liz jerks her head at my direction furious. I'm gonna get it later. Oh god, they're regretting the handshake now that he popped the bone at once. The food will be ready soon, Inko. Your turn on the grill. Oh, don't worry, kid. All you gotta do is keep your eye on the meat, make sure they don't catch on fire. Damien's father leaves after I nod. The rest two head to where Damien and Lee had just set chairs and tables. I'm on the grill. Don't need a chain. You got a money sign gold chain, not a regular gold chain. Money sign gold chain. And after Reed said it was already up, you got hate. That's slightly working in. Nice. Pruning the grill with grimace. I shallow my nerves to take up the tongue. Right, nothing to worry about. Okay, no bad so far. Liz, yeah. Ingo immediately scared. Sorry. Hey Liz, what you doing here? Everyone else is talking about Randy's cooking, and I figured I'd see what's on the menu. What do you think I'm doing? What on earth are you getting my uncle to dress like he's going to be in a music video? He asked for my help. You thought that was a good help? Yes, you just didn't take it right. Across the yard, we need chunks at a shiny object. Mr. Ferris carves and lends it to him. See, problem solved. Ignoring Vinny's now structured around like a gangster. Oh man, whatever. What's actually cooking? I motioned to the silver tray spread out next to the grill. It's a lot of meat. Actually, aren't you a horrible Liz? I am, but I think Damon thought I had it for me. Hey, wasn't that the salad I bought? I knew he wouldn't forget about me like that. Anyways, is Olivia out here? She was just in the pool, decided to go inside. Liz's head is still for a moment, as if she's in thought. Apparently it's a common thing with her. Yeah, I was hoping she'd have stuck around for once. She does this often. Every time Damien's folks throw a party, she slips away to her room. Sometimes seeing her at her window. Her eyes motioned me to turn and look at our Pacific window. I can't really see from this angle. Why would now be any different then? This shoots me a knowing look. What? Well, I figured she was opening up a little to you. I mean, I guess. To some degree. Not like I have any frame of reference. At best, I could kind of talk to Olivia. Hiss. What? Did you just hiss at me? No. Then what was? Oh my god. Spinning around, I see that something has caught on fire. I grab whatever it was with the tongs, spilling around hoping the air will put it out. It works well enough, but it's pretty burnt. Well, that's one lost cause. I'll give the piece of charcoal a careful look, and yet it doesn't look edible at least. I'll put it to the side and turn with Liz's face. Anyways, you were saying about Olivia opening up. Bro, did you burn something? Yeah, it's strange, but also good. Certainly a bit surreal after all this time. Liz let out a sigh and a shrug. Well, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Anyways, I want to catch up with the others. See you around. Liz returns to the rest of the gathering, leaving me alone with the grill once again. Burnt piece of meat aside, the rest of the food looking good, so I'm not exactly the best grill master. Not like it matters too much. Damien spoke whatever food actually cooked or is not, it's purely aesthetic matter. couple more flips and the meat is brown sizzling, which is good enough in my book to put them alongside the other fish pieces. Think I'm about done with my shift. Damien's turn was next. He's just going to be wrapping up these last few things. It doesn't take me long to spot him chatting with Liz, who interrupts with whatever guarantees high school exception discussion they're having. Hey Damien's frail things a perk a bit as he turns around and faces me. Your turn on the grill, man. Alright, you got it, Humber. He waves us over and takes a firm hold of the spatula. Okay, time to get some more. He suddenly pauses as his eye falls upon the charred remains of a once juicy, savory piece of meat. He picks up the piece of meat and expects it before chomping down on it with a single bite. Okay, I'll finish cooking the last fig. Inky, if you eat also food, and you start serving the others are ready to chow on. I give Damien a nod and grab trays of cooked meat. I take the trays over and eagerly waiting crowd with all the care to expect from someone surrounded by very hungry meat-loving people. Upon seeing the platter of detectable and edible flesh, stop wherever they are doing and begin to gather around the table. And then I said, well, cause you look like a student yourself, miss. Well, that's rich coming from you. me. Actually, doesn't look half bad of any. Definitely oversized, but really good. It's finally here, Vincent. Now remember your manners. Hopefully with my salad too. Seems like everyone's having a pretty good time with their meat. They even eat the ones that I cooked, though I can see Damien's little brother making a slight face of disgust. Still winds up chomping the meat anyways. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how my cooking turned out. So the part one. I take to the seat next to Damien and Liz to prepare my meal before I dig in. Gotta go with the tired and true ketchup and nothing more. My burger prepared, I go in for my first bite. I gotta say, Damien's dad did a great job with the patty. So what are you thinking, Inca? I give a thumbs up and smile as fast as I can with a mouthful. The elder dinosaur gives me a toothy, soft sage grin in return. I can see where Damien gets his toothy grin of his. Savoring the well-cooked meat patty and the buns with each bite, I slowly lose myself in the party theater. Though I feel more words from it. Seeing the adults lost in work talk while Damien and Liz are handling the excitable Vinny. Humming around a mouthful of burger, my eyes are wandering. The entire yard is smaller than mine, and there are tons of toys scattered in the low-cut grass. Not too many plants either, just the grass and a couple shrubs running along the fences. The word quaint comes to mind. Maybe intimate? I could picture the kind of event that would happen back here. I shake my head, clearing my photographic mind away. This Damien's place private property. I have to act before I do anything camera related. Thinking about it though, I do have my camera. Securely stored in my backpack inside the home. Part of me considers grabbing it as I look back towards the house, I spy a certain someone out their window. Olivia leers across the yard. She's too far away to tell what exactly she's staring at. Must be her room then. Her gaze shifts a bit. I still can't see what she's looking at, but it's in my direction. Or Damien sitting next to me. I carefully trace where her eyes are focused, leaning to the side and slowly coming to the plate in my hand. Checking back, she's laser focused on something, I wonder. Slowly lift up the plate and Olivia's head tilts upwards with it. I lower and her head tilts downward. A part of me wants to test this further, except that would be a real waste of food. Whatever illusion she was under is shattered with the shake of her head. I can hear Olivia annoyingly growl from here as she turns her snout at me and returns whatever it is she was doing. So if she does want some, why not come out? I'm sure no one would mind if I bought a plate and left it. Besides, my fingers are sticky from the finger food to the point where they stick to my paper plate. It's actually kind of gross now that I remember why I avoided it normally. Ungratefully my finger to the plate, Damien's mother noticed my plight. You can use the kitchen sink for that, Inga. Or the pool. Sticking my thoroughly mirrored fingers into the pool. This seems like a future issue for whoever has to clean it up later. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'll use the sink. Damien already got up for thirds, so there's plenty. I load up a new paper plate with steak and whatever remains of the ribs and discreetly head inside. Thankfully, the sliding door is practically open just enough so that I can use my foot to push the rest of it open. Yeah, that's a Wii remote. There's a coffee table inside the living room. That's as good a place as any. And the kitchen's right there. I just rinse my hands off a bit. Making the liberty to use the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. While I feel the sickness starting to unstick itself, I look out the window. Damien's parents seem to be focused on Vinny, but Damien is still shooting looks to the left. I proactively hybrid shoots up from the seat, disappearing from view. Wonder where he... Whoa! And he's flat. Dang. Close to the lawn and all. Get seriously about washing his hands in the pool. Man, I could have gone for a dip myself. The AC in here makes a huge difference. It might be 90 degrees out today. There is plenty of soda, so I'm not in danger of dehydrating at least. But geez, I'm only noticing just how worn I slam from stepping inside. I'm surprised that no steam rises from me. Looks a little red too. Good thing I didn't bring any sunscreen. Proud. It's not that bad yet. Maybe the paints have some sunscreen around. No, they're reptiles. They wouldn't have any. Maybe I'll just deal with it. My knuckles start hurting from being wrung so much. The smell isn't gone yet though. Sigh. Anyway, should be clean enough too. Both of us freeze still, locked in a staring contest. The shake shoved in her mouth. She stares like a deer caught in headlights. She spits the steaks back on the plate in her lap and grips the inside of her sleeve. It takes me a moment to collect myself to muster up some conversation. Yeah, your delivery came in. You want a soda with that? The joke goes unlaughed at. I tried to. May as well. Need to get to the fridge. Oh. Sorry, my bad. I step aside to give Olivia enough space. She rolls herself up to the bridge, opening up rummage to it. We exchange a few awkward glances to the point that it's possibly in the air. So, what are you doing? Getting a soda? The kid's taking your spot in the swimming pool. That's fine, I'm going to go crash in my room. When there's still a party going on outside, I'm busy with our stuff. Stuffing the soda can in her coat pocket, Olivia redirects herself and with a flick of her tail, closes the refrigerator shelf. But what about the party? What about it? It's still going on. And look, I've got stuff to work on. Even though it's a holiday, it seems like the perfect time to get together with friends, family, and I'm not their family, if you haven't noticed. And I'm not going to be here much longer. That's a new look for her. But is it because of what I said? Olivia, what? There's a couple different things dancing on top of my tongue I wish I could say. Which is saying, some would be intrusive, especially after what she just said. One, however, stuck out the most, especially after she brought up working on it. and I genuinely want to see Olivia's process. Would you mind some company? What? Seems pretty empty in the house to be by your lonesome, so maybe it'll be nice to hang out. Plus, I've been wanting to see your art for a while, especially after I recall her freshman piece that displayed right next to the principal's office. I'll even show you some of my stuff. I have my portfolio drive in my backpack after all. I have to hold back my laugh as I silly strangled noise of surprised confusion escapes her mouth. Is it okay then? No, it's just I don't want anyone else in my room. Then how about the living room? I motioned at the well-loved couch nearby. She hums in thought for a moment. Alright, we'll be that interested. Yeah. I've been wanting to see your work ever since I found out about the cityscape piece and the gala was yours. Olivia clutches her hands together tightly. Okay, fine. If you're so interested, you can watch. She pulled herself back towards the shut door. Need to get my stuff set up first though. Sure, I'll be here on the couch. I kind of feel bad for missing out on the party too, but I doubt I'll ever get any chance like this. Liv returned with a small easel already set up, half-finished painting. It takes a moment to shift herself from her wheelchair to the end of the couch right next to me. She's pretty close to me. I can feel her thighs barely brushing against mine, but I'll try to pay no mind. The painting looks like a bust of a nondescript dino guy, and though with how vibrant these guys are, it could easily be a portrait of someone specific. This isn't that good. She rips the page off and goes in her hands. Starting over them. Don't interrupt. She takes a deep breath. The paintbrush near the canvas slowly and gracefully, although it's clear her nerves are getting to her. Okay. Wait. Abia looks down for a moment before she jerks her head back up, her face getting a reddish hue. Dude, why'd you scoot so close to me? Huh? I didn't. You're the one who sat next to me. She looked away for a moment, realizing how over the top her reaction was. All I read said double 6 feet. Her brows furrowed. What's wrong with your skin? I was born like this. Shut up, that's not. You know what? Yes it is. But I mean it's red. Oh yeah, I think I'm sunburned. As I look over the red flush on my arm, Olivia raises her hand and touches it. Why? Jeez, that really hurts. Yeah, it does. I didn't think to get sunscreen on my way over. There wouldn't happen to be any here, right? Point taken. But there's some of that spiky plant outside, ill or something, I think. Just snap a leaf off, and Miss Penn wouldn't mind probably. I think I've heard something about a plant like that before. Yes. Anyway. Alright, I guess I'll give it a shot. I get up and head back to the front door. Alas and behold, there were in fact numerous spiky plants around. I walk up to the nearest one and carefully grab a leaf spot and dull spike. I bend over and snap some for these. Man, this looks like a good enough to eat, but it probably tastes awful. Is it really good to curing a sunburned skin? Back inside, Olivia starts with her wrecking board painting. She gazes intently at the page, and the plate of food I had brought in has been cleaned. Olivia holds one last rip in her mouth like a cigarette, and it wiggles up and down between her teeth. When she sees me, she crunkles the bone in two and swallows the last of it all. I bring up the aloe leaf. It did. She nods and extends her hand and grabs it. I hand her the thick leaf and she extends a single claw. When she catches the edge of the skin, she makes a quick work peeling the husk off. You do that often? Not me. Sophia used it a lot to make smoothies for the family and healing salves for me. They're really pretty too. Evia brings coughs and grunts to pain honey. Natural homemade healing recipe, huh? Gonna have to ask for that later. Come in handy down the line. I moved to remove my jacket so the fly can be applied properly. But I didn't get far before I noticed Liam's face turn a darker shade again. No. No need to remove your jacket. Just roll up your sleeves and put the jelly on your neck. She hands me now exposed aloe jelly, all the while doing her best not to lock eyes with me. After rolling up my sleeves, I scooped out a double of the substance in question. The feeling of relief hits me the moment it spreads across my neck. Man, this feels good. I started applying more to my nose, cheeks, and most importantly, the top of my head. As I do, I watch Olivia continue her painting, taking extra attention to her brushstrokes. The way she moves it down the canvas with smoothness and gentleness. She shows her level of concentration. Not too rushed, but also not that overly focused on the art. Using the last of the alloy to cover my arms, I fully covered in a remedy. I take a second to throw the husk away in the kitchen trash, catching a glimpse of a party outside. Everyone looks like they're having a good time out there. Except for Monsieur Sophia, who's currently trying to chase a very soaked vanilla with a towel. Back on the couch, Olivia's painting is starting to take a more defined shape. I don't like the cityscapes piece, however, it looks more organic. He continues to paint in silence, occasionally doing a quick glance at me to see if I'm still watching. I don't want to poke out Olivia for no real reason, but this might just be my only chance to ask. Hey Olivia, your family, the Pains, they seem like a lively bunch. What's that supposed to mean? Like, I knew gaming was eccentric, but I could see he gets it from the rest of your family. First of all, the parents are my godparents. Secondly, yeah, they are. So how long have you known them for? Olivia pauses for a moment mid-brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other ever since we were carpet crooks. And his parents have known my dad since, well, forever. Since before we were even neighbors. Friends of the family. Pretty much. One reason why I'm living with them. Our muzzle clamped shut. Forget what I just said. The words were spoken with a tone of tingle bitter or something. A tone I felt very familiar with, wherever my own family is brought up. Sure. The only sound left now are her brush strokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the patch of bulky red pale acetic oil slowly foaming across the white expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to her work. Compared to the more rapid-paced time-lapse art videos I had viewed, she was more deliberate with each of her movements. Pretty obvious since most of those were done digitally. Another thing I did not consider. Still, staring at the painting in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. It's now more formed. It finally looks like something. Cupping my chin with one hand in complexion and thought, I use the other to try and trace out the peachy pale vibrating red color. Leva looks back at me again and glints at something shining through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey, how long have you been using me as a layman, Her hand fails to cover up the snow coming from her nose, followed by the crippling look jackal. Consider it the price for seeing my progress. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it slowly becomes an oil burst of my burnt face. Looks like looking in the mirror, huh? Can't you at least get my good angle? Nope. Turning back to the Muro di Luna. Sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said say so. Why? I'm not that red. Another high-pitched giggle comes out from Olivia. It's called artistic license. Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smiling. Must be a new sound from her. It's the first time I think I've seen her happy outside of Lincoln Plus. And yeah, the laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns and the mood feels much lighter now. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose for. If I had to guess from the sunlight filters into the house, it has at least been an hour. Real Delamona was almost done, and it was staring back at me with the most intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on one final detail: the hand holding my chin. I'm thankful she finished the sunglasses first because the reflective light from soft lighting back door had been searing my retina. Olivia? Hush! She turns her head and focuses entirely on the hand held by my ear. Pupils moving rapidly to try and keep up with every last detail. Her finger twitches around her hand over and over to paint it. And her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hands are now quaking and going redness stiffens her face. The more she looks towards my eyes, the more her arms shake and her face brightens. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both her arms with her and away from me and the canvas. Okay. Her cheeks puff out as she exhales her held breath. Okay. Finally, she turns her cherry face to the canvas and inspects the nearly completed portrait. I'll come back to this later. Can I? Yeah. You can drop your hand now, finally. I lay back on the couch feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said your hand. Can't. I attempt to stretch my arms in front of me. And because of my stiff muscles, my forearms are pulled back toward my face. I repeated the motion several times to help ease the muscle until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to twist my arm, Olivia was backing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others or whatever. He tried to activist easel and dang, bro, I can't say this word. I can say it. I got this. Just for you. Acrylic tubes back to her room. I wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. We've been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside has noticed we've been gone. Vanilla and Damon seem to accept that Olivia would stay inside, but wait. I catch her a bit off guard. Convince Olivia why her family needs her out there and invite Olivia to join you backside. Dang, this sounds like a choice that will change how the game goes. Invite Olivia to join you back outside. feel like I should go out of my way to convince her. I should just ask her the one time to make sure I'm let her in. If I'm going outside, it would be rude of me to leave without saying bye, at least. She looks at me quizzically. Sure. But I think I'll try staying until the end. This probably been the best day I've had since I've moved here, and my first real friend in a long while. I'm glad to have been invited. She's not leaving, but she's scanning me suspiciously. Damien's been a great friend, and his folks have been really nice to me. Better than my own parents even. They're lucky to have them, I think. I guess, good for you. Have fun with that, I really need to. Think you should come along. She freezes. What? Her eyes widen and some of the color leaves her face. No, I can't. Why not? Mr. and Mrs. Payne. They already have Vincent and Damien to worry about. And right now, they're hosting all the other guests. They got plenty to deal with already. I'm not worth the accommodations. Just leave it, let them be normal. Even then, it's like I said, I don't have much time left. That's a little overly harsh. It was every argument she had. That kind of argument that comes from depression and guilt to convince herself it's for her own good. Maybe it's a little presumptuous, but that's at least the sort of thought I had reading notes from my parents a lot. Allotting me resources like I'm just an anthropomorphized mouse. Certainly doesn't seem like I'm worth it to them sometimes. But they're your godparents, right? They're helping your folks, yeah. But they chose to have you here. Because they want to let you be normal. That doesn't, the normal part of their family, I mean. I don't think they have you here if they didn't want you here. Oh, please, go on and tell me more about my own family. Her voice is certain, I think. It's not making eye contact anymore, but she's listening intensely. This is all stuff she knows already. But you're absolutely right about one thing. You don't have much time left. Neither do I. Honestly, even it is mostly because of the moving. You know what they say about rolling stones gathering no moss. And that way, we're both in the same boat. Give it a shot. There's some perfectly good moss right out there. Sigh. Okay, I'll try it with you. Yes. That analogy was pretty dumb, but you're right. We got a victory. We got a victory. The back door squeaks back open. Even with sunglasses, I wince at the sudden brightness. I take a step out and strike my back, working out the last bit of stiffness from my shoulder. Olivia is still waiting at the threshold of the door. When you waiting for a curtain call? With the grin, I draw the sliding door even wider. Cut that out, don't make it weird. Despite her words, her tones are more humor than annoyed with me. Relax, nobody was even looking. But it looks like there's definitely no more food left. I'm alright. As Olivia rolls down the small wooden ramp, I haven't noticed. You catch Damien on the bottom step. Olivia? Question mark. At the table, heads towards us. Looks at a surprise etched on the face of most of them. Instead of answering him verbally, Olivia's hands comes up in a nervous wave. The rest of the party assumes their prior discussion, although maybe a bit louder than before. Hey, cool to see you out here again. Hey, Damien, why'd you always over here for? Why are you all the way over here for? I can't stand to be by Liz's uncle when he's eating. He got those funny teeth, like white whales have. Yeah, it freaks me out. His dentist must make a fortune. Yeah, hey Olivia, what are you doing back out here? You forgot something? No, it's just thought it'd be good to enjoy the weather while it lasts. Damien perks up his feels undulatingly. No, Damien, stop that. Olivia quivers as Damien grin grows wider and his feels start moving faster. Ew, stop it. Even I'm getting unnerved by how these things move. Damien. Sorry, you know these things got a mind of their own. Finally, those weird flappers still. Dude, you were just complaining about Mr. Ferns and his teeth. At least he can keep his mouth shut. Hey, I could always wear a beanie. No, you can't. Remember the last time you tried? Both Damien and Lippinshares laughed over some events that previews to me. When they finished, Damien asks a $1 million question. So, are you joining in or? She turns her head my way and I give her supportive thumbs up. Yeah. Damien finally stands from the step and we all start heading for the table. Each party goer greets us when we approach. And the loudest from Libby. Hey. You finally came out to play again. The rambunctious boy hoots and hollers as he bounces and circles around her. Olivia huddles her arms and looks aside in my direction, filling the stares from the table. I give her a reassuring thumbs up. Actually, this is perfect. Thank you, Minnie. This is something Olivia is able to give when she was so worried about just taking. I hope she goes for it. I'm a little tired. No, wait, no. Come on, Olivia. You promised we'll play together. Like old times. Please. Alright, you win. I did promise. Wanna play cannon then? Yeah, cannon. Alright then, ready? Ready, loaded. Fire! Oh god, that was good. Randy! Oh, relax, Sophie. Vinny's still young. Michelle, Vinny, be careful. I'm okay, Mom. Just launch them. Have you gotten stronger? Olivia? Nah, shut up. Anyways, can we do it again? Alpha smiles and pats his head. It's weird seeing it, but as she readies Vincent for another launch, the Gator girl has a bright, toothy smile I never thought she had. Mr. Penny? Alright, I get it. Vincent! Yeah, Dad. No more cannon today. Olivia and Vincent share a disappointing look. No, there's a lot more things you two can do. Vincent perks up and immediately rushes off. Oh, I know. Olivia turns back to the rest of the group with an uneasy smile. Mr. and Mrs. Payne step forward, his hand held up and waving. Olivia, hi, Auntie. Mrs. Payne and her husband approach, both with nervous smiles. When she speaks, it's with a certain restraint holding her excitement back, as though worried if it shows too much, she'll change her mind and go back in. I didn't miss much, right? I'm so glad you came out, dear. The older woman kneels in front of her and wraps her arm around Olivia. It's been too long, little Ace. Randy's hand ruffles her hair while her arms are encircled both Olivia, Sophie, and while Sophie does her best to avoid his palm. I can see a tiny smile on her face. Time seems to pick up speed after Olivia had come out. Damien and his father returns to the grill, managed to prep and cook the final servings of meaty goodness for our early dinner. I decide I can go for seconds and get a few scraps of this and that. I nearly dropped my food when I got a rough pat on the shoulder from behind. It's Mr. Payne. He looks down at me with a thankful smile. Mrs. Payne and Mr. Ferris had continued their conversation till Mr. Ferris' throat ran dry. And the rest of us had to contend with the hyperactive child with an armory of foam dart guns. I felt bad for Liz. She became a one-woman shooting gallery for the boy. And Olivia, and me, and Damien, but at least he looked apologetic about it. But now things are winding down. The food is officially all gone. Everyone is exhausted physically and mentally, and yet thoroughly satisfied emotionally. Olivia pads by me, having returned to the pool to cool down and stretch out. There was just one thing to really cap this off. Okay, everyone. I hollered to everyone currently on deck, grouped up nicely for me. Looking through the viewfinder, I brought my camera up and I adjusted the focus to ensure everyone is captured perfectly in one shot. Alright, on 3, give me your biggest smile. 1, wait. Oliver turns away from the camera looking towards Damien. With a grin, Damien waves to me. Dude, you gotta be in this too. There's nods and words of agreement for everyone. Well, it's been a while since I used this mode, so why not? Setting the camera to a time delay along with the sport music, I'm sure with 10 rapidly succession shots, at least one of them will be perfect. And I can always do a post-production on it too. Ensuring that the focus is still fine, I click the shutter button and continue and keep the count in mind. 30 seconds, 29, 28. By the 30th second, I settled myself next to Damien above Olivia. Alright, 9, 8, 11. I feel something wrap around my ankles and press against my back on 4. 3, I think I'll push him in. The camera flash goes off 10 times as I'm pushed over by Damien and pulled in the pool by Olivia. Yeah, I called it. September 25th. It's been nearly a full month. Well, it's a new day, so I mean, this episode's over. Alright then, I'll see you guys another time. I'm headed out.